Hello there, EDISON players. Welcome back to another tournament match review. Today we will be doing the finals of our ELO 1-year anniversary tournament. So should be a good one. On the left we're gonna see Raphael facing off against Thomas for the first time in the finals of these tournaments. So here is the handshake, and should be a good match. Forward just a bit. Raphael had to think for a bit, but here we are seeing Machina gear frame being normal summoned, searching for Machina Fortress. So he is on the Quickdraw Machina deck, and Thomas on dragons. Starting off with Upstart Goblin. So Raphael will be gaining some life points. And we're seeing Thomas's key card of the weekend being normal summoned, Quackimero Drago, and that is going to be a 100 life point deficit. And the end phase revealing the Exploder Dragon in hand. Lovely, super rare. I think that was a video game promo. Tag Force, maybe? Tag Force 2? I'm not too sure. We're seeing Elemental Hero Nails Alius, also a 1900 tag beater, and it is going to crash, and that is going to be successful. We have seen that Thomas is on some traps, but none of them here to stop the Nails Alius. Gold Sarcophagus is next, and that is going to banish Future Fusion. Raphael having a good look at this beautiful ultimate rare. If you are playing dragons, this is a card you should be upgrading to the max rarity. A set monster is next. And another Machina gear frame. Raphael keeping the pressure high with all of these big normal summons. The gear frame attacking into the Exploder Dragon and getting destroyed. Yeah, from now it's a bit of a game of staying alive until the Future Fusion hits. Thomas just setting another card, setting another monster. And next turn he's gonna go ham. Probably. Potentially. But now play went back to Raphael, who just set another card. Hopefully for him that's an MST or a Dust Tornado. Heavy Storm is up first. Okay. Chaining Legacy of Yata. So basically Thomas is only losing one trap, and Raphael loses Torrential Tribute and Bottomless Trap. And here it is, Future Fusion revealing 5-headed dragon and sending 5 materials from the deck to the graveyard. So probably a mix of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and Red Eyes Wyvern, alongside potentially Prime Material Dragon. There's a wide array of choices here. Yeah, looks like 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 2 Wyvern. And the 5th dragon will be a Totem Dragon. You know, the Treeborn Frog, that's a double tribute. And here's another Gold Sarcophagus. for the third Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. So a bit of a backup plan. Thomas just going to set another card in the end phase, banishing a Wyvern to special summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from the graveyard. Now, Raphael does have ways to clear this. We saw that he has a Machina Fortress in the hand, but Brain Control, that's gonna be a good start. Yeah, attacking into the Exploder Dragon, so that is one way to clear it. Good read on Raphael's part, and I was gonna send the Dandelion, get some tokens. And a Lone Fire Blossom in main phase 2. That's gonna tribute a token for the second Lone Fire, and that is gonna tribute the other token for a Titanial in attack position. Titanial, big threat. Notably, same attack stats as Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, but considerably lower than a 5-headed dragon. Here's another Upstart Goblin. Yeah, there could be an argument for just leaving your field open. Because if you do summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon in the end phase of Red Eyes Wyvern, the Titanial would just crash right. But now Thomas has 2 back row as well, so might be a bit dangerous to crash the Titanial into the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Raphael could also, yeah, Lone Fire for Dandelion and then just tribute summon Machina Fortress. Yeah, no additional target for the second Lone Fire to tribute of the Dandelion. Let's see, Titanial is gonna try to crash. Ideally, Thomas would have non-targeting removal here. But yeah, he sadly has to let this attack go through. Main phase 2, tribute Quickdraw for by tributing the Dandelion. And now Raphael is in business. He can go for Drill, discard the Fortress, and get his Dandelion loop going, if the Drill Warrior sticks, of course. And it won't. Thomas paying the full 4,000 life points for Solemn Judgment to stop this Drill Warrior, but I think that's a good play. That's 4,000 life points well spent. In phase 2, we see the Fortress coming out. Standby phase, Totem Dragon. 5-headed dragon hits the field, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is added to the hand by the effect of Gold Sarcophagus. So, a very active standby phase. Is that gonna translate to a very active turn? Another Upstart, okay. Banishing the totem for the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And there is a Prime Material Dragon. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this effect can be activated in the damage step. it's attacking over the Lone Fire Blossom. Darkness Metal attacks over the Fluff token. And a 5-headed dragon gets taken out by Mystical Space Typhoon. Prime Material cannot negate that. It only negates cards that directly destroy monsters. Heavy Storm, yeah. Prime Material is no Stardust Dragon. It's close, but not entirely. Thomas does seem to have some form of response to the Heavy Storm. Maybe something like Compulse. We've seen him play in a previous round. It's probably not a draw trap. He would have flipped that immediately. Yeah, indeed, we do see Compulsory Evacuation Device bouncing the Machina Fortress back to the hand. We did see Raphael search Machina Force earlier, yes. He's going to use it now, discarding it to reborn a Machina Fortress. He discarded the second copy of the first one. Fortress attacks over the Prime Material Dragon. But I think Red Darkness Metal Dragon can just bring that back. Unless Thomas has a better way to clear the fortress, of course. But aha, yeah. Bringing back the Exploder Dragon. Yeah, this leaves you with one less body on board, but with the card in hand, because you do have to discard for Prime Material Dragon. And there is no battle damage whenever Exploder Dragon attacks, so here is a Fortress again, thanks to Card Trooper being drawn and discarded. And Raphael is gonna crash, which destroys Red Darkness Metal Dragon. Here is Thomas with the Legacy. And oh, Masked Dragon, that's an excellent draw. Raphael just having to set. Here is Call of the Haunted. The main phase is entered, and Red Darkness Metal Dragon immediately brings back the Prime Material. Let's see, we have Masked Dragon getting in. Raphael cannot take all three of these attacks. He'll have to stop one of them, at least if he can. But looks like this 1400 is getting through. What about the 24? Aha! Thomas is just gonna not attack with other guys, keeping them safe. The Prime Material Dragon did attack, so yeah, now there are 3 tokens. Raphael only had a back row as his draw for turn. But it could have been Stratos or Plasma, and that would have been huge. Here is Exploder Dragon returning to the field. Raphael is gonna burn the Mirror Force. But of course, Prime Material Dragon just gonna negate that. Discarding the Starlight Road, so Starlight basically did its job. And here is a Plasma 1 turn too late. Dramatic, dramatic. Now, I'm not superstitious, but surely this wouldn't have happened with a better artwork of Plasma. I'm joking, of course. I'm joking, of course. Let's go to game number 2. This was a very long game. Over 23 minutes. And Raphael starting off game 2 with the Humble Tea set. Thomas has the Upstart Goblin. Another one of those. So Raphael starting off with 10,000 life points. Thomas has 4 back row. Yeah, we have seen Starlight Road, so it can only be assumed that Starlight Road is among the set cards there. Here is a Lone Fire Blossom, and Thomas immediately getting aggressive with the Solemn Judgment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Is Raphael gonna attack with the Dandelion? No, not risking the Dimensional Prison. Thomas just passing turn. And here is Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Gets met with Torrential Tribute. No monsters in the graveyard, but Thomas wanting to keep his life points somewhat protected. But he has to start drawing engine soon. Just setting another back row. And here is Debris Dragon. Okay, okay. Strong draws from Raphael. And Debris Dragon gets hit with Pulling the Rug. No doubt this was sided in to counter Stratos and Gearfring, but it works just as well versus Debris Dragon. Thomas with the instant fusion, it's gonna summon the Darkfire Dragon. Banishing it for red as Darkness Metal Dragon, calling turn player priority to summon White Knight Dragon. Okay. It's gonna attack a fluff token. And the attack of red as Darkness Metal Dragon will get stopped by Dimensional Prison. And now Thomas has Raphael on the ropes. White Knight Dragon is going to destroy the last fluff token. Thomas has another back row card. Yeah, one of those upper two just has to be Starlight Road. Here is Legacy of Yatagarasu. Another one. And Gold Sarcophagus. Okay, Thomas finally gonna be able to get big plays going in 2 turns. We see him banish Heavy Storm. Does he already have the Gold Sarcophagus in hands? Could be, could be. The Future Fusion, I meant, of course. Thomas gonna set another card. But now Raphael is not gonna set anything for 2 turns because the Heavy Storm is coming. Quakimeru Drago being added to the field. It's gonna attack into Dimensional Prison. Okay. And a White Knight Dragon attacking over the Dandelion. Okay. Here's a Pot of Avarice. Raphael is gonna successfully shuffle 5 monsters back, draw 2 cards. Yeah, things are looking up for him, so he has plenty of good top decks as well. But he's just gonna pass turn from here. So Heavy Storm added to Thomas's hand, but he's not gonna play it now, right? He has 2 back row, Raphael has 1. Future Fusion gets hit immediately with Mystical Space Typhoon. Ah, too bad. Maybe Thomas should have played the Heavy Storm, but surely these 2 back row cards are more valuable. Komakemeru Drago attacking over the token and destroying itself in the end phase. Thomas just wanting to put on a bit of pressure. There are about 10 minutes left in the round. And at ELO we use 5 turns of overtime. And here's a big Gorse. Gorse is gonna have a 3000 attack Cayenne token, which can potentially crash with White Knight Dragon. Aha, Quickdraw and Dandelion. It's gonna summon 2 fluff tokens. One of them will be used, I presume, to synchro summon Drill Warrior. Yeah. And that's gonna eat a bottomless trapple. Thomas doing a great job at stopping this Drill Dandy loop from ever hitting the field in this finals, and the token runs into a Dimensional Prison. So Raphael is putting on an offensive, but Thomas using his back row to block it. It's a good thing he didn't play that Heavy Storm. The 3rd Upstart Goblin. So Raphael back to 8000 life points. And now Heavy Storm destroying a set Trapstun. Another Draco coming down just for 1 turn. Here is Machina Gearframe. Searching Machina Fortress. And here we do see the fortress coming down. Now Raphael is gonna equip and then attack the White Knight Dragon. Potentially he doesn't want to leave his Machina Gearframe in attack position. That would have been more damage. This is only 500. Maybe keeping the life point endgame in mind. But Thomas says there's like 6 more minutes in the round. We have all the time in the world. Could he be favored going into the game 3? Or is he seeing something that we aren't? Thomas does have a pretty sizable hand. I think there's 3 cards in hand. Fortress attacking the White Knight Dragon, but oof, there's a Mirror Force, gets hit with a Solemn Judgment. So the Fortress crashes. Geico attacks, but here is Call of the Haunted, bringing back the White Knight Dragon. Raphael just has to pass turn here. Here's Totem Dragon, banished for Red Darkness Metal Dragon, bringing back Coaquimero Draco, and that is more than enough to attack for game. So Thomas, wow, suddenly with the big explosive play, he knew about this all along, of course. He knew the cards he had in hand, we didn't. So yeah, suddenly, coming out of nowhere, apparently. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I was Ryan Atlas. Bye.